All right, Jesse on Fire, going to talk about the Anthony Smith and Glover Teixeira fight. And I encourage you guys, I am sure that this is not a topic that everybody's like clamoring to hear about, like a Khabib and Conor video, but I encourage you to give this at least 2 minutes and just hear what I'm going to say, because I think it'll change or at least illuminate something that you should be paying attention to when you watch fights, all right? If you like the channel, subscribe, ring the bell. You can be one of the early ones. It's inevitable, okay? You can say you're going to be early. You're an early subscriber to what will be the most successful MMA analyst channel in the world. Bet that. Anyway, so let's talk about this, okay? Because Anthony Smith last night in that fight is a perfect example of exactly what I want to lay out about the human body being a stock car, okay? You have to race that stock car. That's what fighting is. I mean, that's not all that fighting is, but that is a universal truth for every fighter. You're going to be driving the same car your entire career, and the car is your body, okay? The second that you can't win, you get out of there. Get out of there, okay? You're not proving anything, right? And when I'm saying, like, get out of there, I'm not just talking to the fighter, okay? Because, you know, obviously I talked about this with Tony Ferguson in the Gaethje fight. Obviously, in a championship fight like that, you're not going to get Tony Ferguson to quit, okay? He's not going to quit. In this fight last night, okay, Anthony Smith was sitting on his chair in between the third and fourth round, and his corner was asking him, hey, do you want to get back out there? Asking him to say, I quit. Okay. He's never going to say that. He's never going to say that, ever. He was sitting there. I looked in his eyes, okay? Again, I will acknowledge I have the ability to read people better than most people, but he was done, okay? He was not making it a secret. He wasn't even responding to them when they were asking, hey, do you want to go back out there? Okay, if you say, do you want to go back out there, and the guy does not answer you, he's done, okay? A guy who takes a battering like that and wants to get back out there is going to tell you he wants to get back out there. He's not going to make it a secret. He's not going to sit there quietly, okay? And he's certainly not going to sit there quietly with eyes that are screaming, I'm done, man, I'm done. And here's the point, okay? Your body's your stock car. Think about it in these terms, okay? What do you have? Think about the human body, okay? You have a spinal cord, you have a skull that goes on top of the spinal cord, you have muscle fibers, you have tendons, you have nerves that connect from your spine into your brain, okay? They tell your body what to do, okay? These things getting damaged is not good. Permanent damage if you let someone get really, really battered. That's why guys after their career are super, super fucked up. Now think about it like this though. Okay? You get a super deep cut on your arm, right? The human body is incredibly resilient and will heal itself. But if you take a big knife and you cut yourself real deep on your arm, it's going to heal. But what does it heal with? It heals with scar tissue. Is that the same? Does that look the same as before you cut it? No, it heals, but it's not the same. Okay? So think about inside the body. Constant, just bap, 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 bap. Okay, there's a reason why fighters who fight for a long time, but their fighting style is don't get hit, don't get touched. Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, guys like that are done with their career and they're, hey man, how are you? Boop, boop, boop. And guys like Arturo Gatti, people who took punishment, you know, end up dying after not being able to talk very fast. Or Mark Coleman, slow because he took so much damage and there's scar tissue where there used to be clear channels for your nerves to run, okay? Anthony Smith last night, he's not going to come back the same after that fight, and that's his corner's fault. That's his corner's fault. You cannot expect a fighter to quit, okay? A guy who is in the top 5 in the UFC, it's going to be very rare where you're going to find someone who's wired for that, who also is going to sit on the chair and look at a group of men and say, he got the best of me, I'm not going back out there. They'll go out on their shield. It's how we're wired. I know that about myself, okay? Now, yeah, I might throw a fit at the time when I'm talking to, you know, these guys, whatever. Like I might, oh, you threw in the towel. And then afterwards, I'll be like, yeah, I wasn't going to win that fight. But also, if they say, do you want to go back out? And I don't respond, throw in the towel. I mean, come on, man. But also, let's talk about Anthony Smith looked good in that fight. I mean, looked good. Good. He looked excellent in the first 2 rounds, and then Glover Teixeira just overwhelmed him. Man, 205 is so strong, dude. 205 is so strong. Remove John Jones and DC, and what do you got? You got a stacked division, man. Like, you just didn't even realize it. You didn't even realize how good 205 was until you get those guys out of there. I'm actually going to do another video about that. So stay tuned for that. Look for that. I don't know what it's going to be called, but it's going to be called something relating to DC, John Jones, 205 is stacked. Whatever. Bottom line, if you don't subscribe to this channel, if you just watch this, me pouring my heart out, thinking about Anthony Smith's health, and then you don't subscribe, then you're not an MMA fan. I'm going to call you out. You're not an MMA fan. Anybody who loves UFC and watches my channel subscribes. So get on it, okay? I've been doing this for a few weeks, and I already have however many subscribers, okay? It's going to snowball, and you want to say you were there early. So get on it. I love you guys. Thank you guys. Appreciate the support.